It's so small. Good morning guys, and welcome to Great Barrier Island here in New Zealand. I have spent the weekend here. It's been really nice. We've been relaxing, going to the natural hot springs and enjoying this island. The reason I'm filming today is because we're having something a little bit interesting the way we're getting home. So we are getting a flight back. But the reason that I think this is interesting and it's going to be fun and it's going to be exciting is because this is going to be the smallest plane I have ever been on. I remember when I was at Virgin, I vowed never ever to go on a turboprop aircraft, the ones with the propellers, because I could just see like a bird or something going through that propeller and it being terrifying. But I ended up going on one when I had to PAX one time from Sydney to Canberra, and I absolutely loved it because they only fly about 1,500 feet, so you can see everything. But this plane's even smaller. So I'm not really sure what I'm in for. I don't even know if there's going to be a flight attendant or a cabin crew on board. I really don't know. But I think this is going to be a very cool experience. I don't usually like little planes. They make me nervous. I always think the bigger the better. But let's just see how it goes. And hopefully it won't be very turbulent and I won't be a huge sook. Let's see. It's so small. Okay, so this looks like our plane right here, and it looks like it sits maybe like 10 people. So this is definitely like the smallest thing I've ever been on to, like anything even close. I think the flight I was on sat like 40 to 50 people and had 2 flight attendants. So here we go. So it looks like we have like 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe like 8 to 10 seats in here. So okay, so I have arrived back home and I have just finished getting ready for my flight this afternoon, which will be on the A330, which is a wide body aircraft, which means it has 2 aisles. So I'm back on one of my big planes, which I will admit I'm excited about. I did love traveling on this tiny plane. It turned out it was a 12-seater, so there was 4 rows of 3. Yep, that's right. And yeah, so obviously no cabin crew on board. It was one pilot and it was definitely an interesting experience. I think especially when you're a cabin crew and you go through all these like emergency drills where you learn about like pilot incapacitation and obviously things like bird strikes and engine failures. When you only have one pilot and one engine, it can be a little daunting. So I was a little nervous, I'd say, for most of the flight, but I did enjoy it because the planes do fly low, The planes do fly quite low. I did actually take a video of the safety instruction card to show you guys, and the thing that I find interesting about this, and it's something like you may not notice if you're like really into aviation, but something fun about that you will notice about these aircrafts and things like the ATR, and I think the Dash 8 too, is that you won't notice any briefing or anything on that on oxygen masks. And the reason is because these planes actually fly so low. If there is a cabin depressurization or anything like that, they actually have enough time that people don't need to don the oxygen masks to go down to a safe level. So that's something really interesting to notice, and again, it's something that before I was in aviation I never really would have noticed unless someone really pointed it out to me. So just an interesting little fact there. But definitely had an amazing time on my small plane. I think I'm going to stick to my big ones. The 737 is probably even gets me a little bit nervous. It feels quite small now, but yeah, let's see. But how about you guys? Do you like the small planes or do you like the big planes? Let me know in the comments down below. See you soon.